Good day, YouTubers. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment. Today we're going to look at Doria Ragland. And I specifically want to know, well, there's several things I want to know. We're just going to take a closer look at Doria Ragland. Is Meghan funneling money to Doria? Because some folks are saying that. Let's take a look and see what we see. Because one thing that happened is, okay, so Doria's net worth is $900,000. She's a yoga instructor and a social worker, a former social worker, now a yoga instructor. She inherited a house from her father with her half-brother. That house is in a good area called Park Windsor Hills in LA, and it's worth plus $700,000. Now, homes are expensive over there because they have an open border, and when you flood the land with a whole bunch of extra people, the housing prices go sky high. This is happening in Canada as well. The housing market in Canada and Australia are just completely insane because they've basically opened their border and just taking people, you know, at a breakneck pace that can't be sustained. And what that leads to is the collapse of the housing market, just like we had in 2008. And may result in a worldwide monetary collapse. Anyway, so is Meghan funneling money to Doria Ragland? Let's do a mini. Meghan succeeded in splitting Harry and Meghan, splitting them off completely from the royal charities. And this was a move very strongly opposed by the Queen when it was first floated, and now she's succeeded. Oh, look what fell out. Okay. Well, the player fell out. Player's a money card. Player wants money. Okay, so is she funneling any money to Doria? Through the charities. Okay, through the Sussex charities. Now let's see what we see. Cornerstone, very solid foundation and full of money. Fox, clever, crafty. Here's two women, Fox and the woman, and a player. These are, Fox and player are both money cards. Love, relationship, close relationship. Fence sitter, reacting. Fox is taking advantage of opportunities to handle this money. A hurt, a cut. Woman, lovers, player. There's several money cards here. Doria is being enriched. I don't know that Doria is definitely financially benefiting from her role. Cornerstone is a good money card, but I do see clever, crafty, and money cards, but I don't see, let's see what this straight razor is. What is this straight razor? Because this can be a one-time transfer, straight razor. It's based on, her close relationship. What is this straight razor? Okay, so the straight razor here is Mercury. This is electronic transfers, broken, and ruler. Separating separating, and we're talking about money, separate from the crown, electronic transfer separate from the crown, good intentions. 13, 15, 24, 6 spades. Yeah, so there was definitely one electronic transfer out to Doria. I don't know if there's been a whole bunch. So reacting, so this is a way that Meghan can get money out. If everything goes sideways on Meghan, she's got it set up so she can get the money out this way through Doria. She's already got it set up. I don't think she's doing it, okay? I'm a CPA. I understand money laundering. I've done money laundering audits that resulted in people going to jail. And laundry, you just set up the laundry, okay? And then when you need it, you just move the money out of the country here to here, 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 here. It's all electronic. That's what I see set up. The pathways are set up, okay? But I don't think they're really doing it yet. It's just set up. It's set up in case. Okay, now Doria's father, Alvin Ragland, he died at 82, which is a good old age. But he died suspiciously. He was walking the dog out front of his house, and he was healthy. He was somebody who went dancing regularly, and there were suspicious blunt trauma injuries on his head that were unexplained. Okay, if you fall, you hit your head once maybe, but he seemed to have hit his head several times in strange places. So was Doria Ragland's father, was he murdered? Okay, because Doria got the house. She got $1 million house out of it. Was Doria Ragland's father murdered? Oh dear. Okay, so was he murdered? So secretly, there are secrets here that resulted in the worst possible ending. 17, 5 hearts reacting to circumstances, an opportunity reacting to things as they occur. Star of Bethlehem is a path to the future. Butterfly, putting a nice face on it. And 6 spades, ill intentions. 13, 4 hearts in the family, okay, people close to you like Doria, because I'm trying to get at character, okay, because Meghan comes from Doria. Doria and her father Thomas raised her, okay. She says terrible things about Thomas. He actually seems like a nice guy. Doria, I like hippie chicks, but maybe she abandoned Meghan, and it appears that she did spend a little bit of time in prison. So, and I'm not sure how much, but the cards say that she did. So there were bad intentions. There's secrets and bad intentions, and 7s return. So they didn't have a good relationship, definitely. Doria and Alvin, her father, did not have a good relationship. She lived there for a little while, then she was thrown out. Okay, then he dies and she gets the whole house. Now it's supposed to be hers and her brother's, and yet her brother, she owns it in its entirety, and her brother did not get anything. And so Alvin passed it to her and her brother, in her half brother, in the will. So she definitely intended him malice. It was a bad relationship. Butterfly. Star of Bethlehem. The Star of Bethlehem is a scattershot in a lot of things. I think maybe it was a lot of things. It wasn't one thing, but she wanted him to kick off. I don't know if there's murder here, but it was a lot of things leading up to Alvin's early death. Yes, he was 82, but it's suspicious. There were many things in play here secretly that finally led to Alvin's death. And that's typically how things happen. It's not one thing. Okay, did Doria steal her half of the I think the value of the home is $711,000 in the Park Windsor Hills. Okay, because her brother, it was in the will, it goes to Doria and her half brother, Joseph Jr. I wonder why he's a junior. So, did she steal it? Did she trick him out of it? Or he just handed over $500,000 to Doria because he's just such a good guy. And apparently he lives in Chicago and he's like he has something to do with art. You know, and even getting $400,000 or $500,000 out of it for Doria is still a substantial sum of money and not to be scoffed at. So if she had to split it with her brother and sell it for $700,000 or $800,000, that's still quite a good deal. So did she steal it, or was he just he just gave it to her? Because I don't think he's wealthy. Steal it or just give it to her. There's an angel. Or she could have tricked him out of it. Okay, steal it, trick him out of it, or was he just really, he just gave it to her? Angel is very giving. 27, cross, permanent relationship, water into wine, renewal and joy. I think he just gave it to her. Okay, there's no theft there. He just gave it to her. He just gave it to her. He didn't claim his half of it, which is really strange, 27. Because they're brother and sister, he didn't claim his half of it. There's no... Why did Doria leave the UK? Is it because Archie's not there? I mean, because Archie is not with Meghan and Harry? I mean, what are you going to be fake nanny babysitter for if Archie's not there? Okay, that's... So did she leave because Archie's not there? Yes. Okay, so did Doria leave the UK? Okay, and her apartment and everything because Archie's not there. Yes, city, all the people. Scapegoat is blaming an illness. 16, 25, 7 hearts. Man is also just direct action, honest direct action. Yes, she took honest direct action because of a bad. This would create. This is a really a big, huge potential problem. She wanted to avoid exposure of this fact to the people. If it were, if it were exposed that there is no Archie and yet she's there all the time babysitting a fake Archie, and they're talking about it in the press, to create good press and good PR all the time. Well, that's terrible for her, and she wanted to avoid that. So she left because there's no Archie with Meghan and Harry at this point. Okay, and it would just be terrible. That would ruin her. That would ruin her, Okay, does she dislike the limelight? Does she prefer a quieter, more private life? Is that part of it? Does Doria dislike all the limelight? Because she didn't come to Christmas at Sandringham. So an invitation was extended to her to come, and this is a first in history, that a non-royal family member was invited to I don't know. I think she already was a family member. So, but it's a first. For whatever reason, that's a first in history, and she did not come. So does she dislike the limelight? Does she prefer a quieter, more private life? Okay, two or more decisions, everything working together, and everything. Cornucopia is everything material 11 and 5, 16, 4 spades. 4 spades is very quiet. All the money and decisions and messages. She does prefer a quiet, she doesn't want to be like pow in the limelight. She does prefer it quieter. 4 spades is very quiet. Okay, so she wants her life to be a bit quieter. She doesn't want to be out in front, you know, her picture splashed all over the tabloids all the time. She doesn't love that. Meghan loves that, okay? So she's constantly screaming privacy now, but Meghan loves that. She loves the limelight, and that's what she's all about. And there's different types of people. You know, Doria is not somebody who loves the limelight. She doesn't want to be photographed and in the limelight all the time. Okay. Let's review. Is Meghan funneling money to Doria? There's some very clever cards here, and because of the relationship there is very strong. They have set this up, okay, to separate money electronically from the royal family. They have set this up, 13, 22, 24. Yeah, they have a plan in place, and she can zip money to Doria if Meghan sees things going sideways and she's gonna hop a plane and go back to the United States. She can zip money as she's walking out the door. She can wire transfer money to Doria. They've set it all up, and they may have already done one, but they're not like doing this regularly. It's all set up. They set up the laundry, but they're not using it yet, but it's set up. And that's how you do it. Okay, just keep it lying there in the grass like that. That's how you really do it. Okay, was Alvin Ragland murdered because he died under somewhat suspicious circumstances? It's not like one act. It's not like somebody came and beat him over the head with a club when he was walking his dog and it killed him. It's several things. This can be also drugging and poisoning. This can be poisoning. It's many things, okay, that ended up in a very bad, in the worst possible ending, secretly ending in the worst possible ending. So I think Doria didn't want him around anymore. You're 88, I want the house, just, move on. It's time for someone else to enjoy this property that you bought and earned and everything else. And that person is me, Doria. So I think because she lived there for a little while and then he threw her out. Okay, this is his daughter. So she, an adult child coming and moving back home, and then, and then he threw her out. And, so there were some bad feelings there, but she's still his daughter. But she just wanted him out of the way. Okay, did Doria steal half of the house from her brother Joseph? No, he's an angel. He actually gifted it to her as a wonderful gift. That's a huge gift. I would like somebody to give me a gift like that. Okay, did she leave the UK because Archie's not there? Yeah, she's afraid of the bomb that will blow up if people realize that there's no Archie, and she's constantly in the news. And people are, singing her praises, how she's so wonderful and she's helping Meghan take care of the baby, and this is all the time in the tabloids. That's a disaster for her. That will completely ruin her reputation for the rest of her life. And she realizes that, so she doesn't want to be there. If that bomb goes off, she doesn't want to be there. Okay, and so the safest thing to do is just be in LA, and then they're not going to be singing her praises, making up good PR that she's always there taking care of the baby, and helping Meghan out so much, Meghan and Harry. Okay, does Doria like the limelight? Did she leave because she doesn't like the limelight? She likes a quieter life. She does want a quieter life. She realizes that everything, yeah, I think it's part of this. Everything, there's a whole lot of craziness going on in the palace, and until that's worked out, it can all hit her, and she doesn't. She wants to hide from that. For Spades, she wants to hide from that, and can't be a part of that because it's just going to be so bad, when it comes out. I think that gives us a little more insight into Doria. Doria's not necessarily an angel, but she's not a terrible person either. But they do have, it looks to me, and I have experience in this kind of thing, it does look to me like they've got a laundry set up. And they can transfer money out, and it's going to go to Doria. So that's really underhanded. Yeah. And just because of bad press, will they even get it back? However many millions they transfer out, bing, 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 like that. And it happens in a nanosecond. It's literally just a mouse click, mouse click, mouse click. And bam, then the money is somewhere else. That's how I see it. That's your royalty today. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination and Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.